chiamo soccorso, fugge il fenomeno, arditamente inseguo fin nella strada per fermarlo, e sono assalitrice ed assalito. Il padre Vaccore vuol conoscerlo, e l'indico che del povero vecchio era più forte. Con chi mi sfatto so, con chi mi sfatto so, col dargli morte.
Again. Now, when you start this aria, it's the beginning of the opera, right? So you've got a long way to go, right? So what you need to do in the recit is tell the story, but take your time because you're going to have to hit this, the song running. So I'd like to make sure that you are going to be prepared to hit it running by not over-singing the recit, but interpreting the recit. The most important thing is the recit. You don't have to do the aria. If you do the recit well, we never need to hear the aria. But here, we need to make sure that this recit is as good as the aria. Okay? Now, make it work. Take your time. It's all about the spaces. It's all about the words, spinning them out and using them. And once again, the spaces and everything about you preparing, and then you can launch yourself.
Allora rinforzo i stridi miei, chiamo soccorso, fugge il felon, arditamente inseguo
Take your
fin
time.
nella strada per fermarlo, e sono
Take your time.
assalitrice d'assalito. Il padre Vaccore vuol conoscerlo, e l'indico che del povero vecchio era più forte. Con chi mi sfatto so, con chi mi sfatto so, col dargli morte.
Okay, no. Back. Take your time. By taking your time, it doesn't mean you come late with the entrances. You bump in on the entrances, but take your time as you're doing it. Then you jump in on the entrances again, take your time doing it. But it's not about of slowing down, it's about of using up the spare time that this is a privilege to have. Okay? Here we go again.
Allora rinforzo i stridi miei, chiamo soccorso,
That's right. But you said you jump in. So food, jail. So you're in with it, but then you take the food, jail. So there's your time. Everything's time, making time, but jumping in, looking like you're in a hurry, but you're holding on to the time. Okay?
allora rinforzo i stridi miei.
Allora. So allora, there's your R again. Time, time, time. But you're in and you're holding on and then you move. So everything's about you saving this voice to start. We'll get there. We could do this, I can't tell you, we could do this for days. We could do this recit for days and days and days, and we'd still not get it right because you have to discover it for yourself. But what I'm trying to get you to do is save that voice. By holding on to a note, you are actually saving a voice. When you're bumping to notes, you're not saving the voice. So everything is a nice long note, and never the arr, that doesn't hurt. Nothing hurts that's going to save that voice getting to the aria. I did it for many years, so I saved it for as much as I could, I kept on going, they don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. And singing along, like that. So long M's, long L's, long R, and food, Jill. So there's my time and time again. You look like you're involved. I mean, you are, but you look like you're doing it. But it's all about holding on for that aria, because the aria is not easy. You most of them notice. Okay, I'm trying not to stop you now, but prove to me that I'm going to use all these long notes and the R's and the consonants and everything to make sure that this is going to put your voice in the right road. And singing on consonants is putting your voice in the right place. Every time you sing on a consonant, R up there, or an up there, or an L up there, it's all putting the voice into the core of the note. So I always looked for the consonants if I had a cold, I would always sing on consonants, which helped me a lot. Anyway, here we go. Back to the beginning, and we won't stop, I promise you not to.
Allora rinforzo i strilli miei, chiamo soccorso, fugge il felone, ardidamente seguo fin nella strada per fermarlo, e sono assalitrice d'assalita. Il padre va a correre, vuoi conoscerlo, l'inimico che del povero vecchio era più forte, con che mi sfatta so, con che mi sfatta so, col dargli morte.
Great, off we go. Good. Let's give her a chance. Sorry, it's my fault. And okay. Here's another save. Start the note. Do not let it go. Start the note and then swell on it. But I don't mean swelling. You start the note and then you build on it. So it goes to the end of that phrase. So da da da. So you're not swelling within a strange way, but you make the note. You hold on to the note. So once again, it's saving the voice to the end of the note and coming off it again and again, but not making it sound stupid, like you're in and out of sound. You're always starting the sound, and then you push to the end of the note, and by that time the note is completed. It's not going to go past its sell-by date, because most of these notes do. Okay, here we go. I'm trying not to stop now.
La
not the easiest aria, I know, and can I dare say I recommend that you don't sing it just yet. It's not an aria for your voice just yet. Maybe 5 or 6 years from now, but do the Elvira. The Elvira is a safer one because this one's it's a killer. It's a bit like Don Giovanni, the character as well. It's a killer. And this aria, for a young voice to be going, I mean, you'd be doing better non-mi-dia. It's much easier, more sort of legato and there's more in it. But this is exciting, but I could tell you, I did it a few times and gave it up. Go into the easy option, do Elvira. She's not easy either, but this one is just, you can feel it's going on that high part of your voice, isn't it? Where it's nice, but it's not necessarily comfortable up there, singing those ones, constantly hitting and hitting and hitting. So it'd be better if you did non-mi-dia, and you can sing nicely along that, it's beautiful, those sort of things. But I just sort of leave this for a little while until your voice develops. How old are you? 27. Too young. Mind. No, I'd say, you know it. Give it a rest for a while. Do the non-mi-dia, do the Elvira aria, and see how those suit you. But leave this one for a little while. You're just a bit too young. I wouldn't like you to sort of be bumping onto and also the weight of the voice is not big enough yet to do this particular aria, let alone the part, But let's do the recit again quietly, shall we? Recit's lovely. I mean, recit was almost my thing when I first started to do recit. I thought I'm going to shoot myself, plus all the teachers. But then I got to like it. It's a bit like sort of things you don't like to eat. Eventually you get used to it. It's like Marmite or Vegemite. Bit like that, It's sort of, how can they eat that? But anyway, recits they're a very particular thing. And I must say, I just adore listening to recits. I adore working on them. And while I don't sing this one, and I don't sing anymore because I've decided never to sing again, because that's in the past, but I love to be able to encourage and inspire you to find your way around it. But you did extremely well, really, really well. You did take the time. But in the aria itself, I don't really want to go back over it again, but at the end, it just goes on and on and on. You have to learn how to take the weight away and then bring it back up again near the end of the aria. You need to do all those things. So let's just do the rest again, shall we? But that was very, very good. So start discovering again. Okay?
Allora rinforzo e stridigne. Soccorso, fugge il filone, arditamente inseguo fin nella strada per fermarlo, e sono assalitrice da salita. Il padre Vaccone vuol conoscerlo, e ne dico che il povero vecchio era più forte.
I don't want you to sing in the aria anymore, but that's good. So approach, I don't know who teaches you your recits around here, but make sure you really work on them, that you enjoy them, and make them tell them, that tells us the story. But once again, I just believe your voice is a little bit light for this aria, so do please be careful. 27, very young. I was once there. Those were the years. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. Beautiful accompaniment. Thank you very much.